Okay, we're live. Everyone quiet as we're going live. I think you can hear.
Huh? Oh.
Oh, let me turn on.
You know people can see us, right?
I know. I just didn't do that.
Hi, YouTube.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay.
We are still letting people into the Zoom room, so please be patient with us for 1 second. If you are seeing us on YouTube right now, thank you. We will try not to speak so fast because we have transcriptions on right now, so people can, people in the Zoom room can see what we're saying.
Okay. What
we're still admitting people. We apologize. Oh, we froze. Shoot. You might have to turn off transcription.
Okay. Give me a second. No.
Because you know what? You have YouTube on at the same time. Yeah. Why is your sound on?
Okay.
Sorry.
Give me 1 second. Are we? We're having technical difficulties real quick. Let me go to. I can't turn it off.
Okay. Hold on.
Enter.
Sorry, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So
Yes,
you can hear us.
I can hear you too.
Perfect. Okay. We're just checking to see if we're probably also on YouTube. So I apologize.
You are. I can see it up on the top left hand side of my screen.
We are moving.
Okay.
We just can't see we move it.
Okay.
Hi, if you are in the Zoom room, could you please turn off your camera real quick?
If you can,
if you're able. I know not you, Hubba, because you need your interpreter.
Okay. Anyway. Okay. Why don't you want to start the introduction?
Hi, we are all kerfluffled, and we are Ricky and Dana Young-Howze. We are here today to celebrate the digital theater we've experienced over the past year, which we consider January 17th, 2021 to January 16th, 2022. We have been very fortunate to see more digital art, definitely, than most people, and we are very honored for that fact. We are grateful to every single artist who has decided to join us today, and to everyone who's watching on YouTube and probably wondering what we're doing. If you want to know, what's up?
Just 1 second. Muting some people.
Okay.
If you're in the thing, please mute your mics.
Unless you're an interpreter or someone here to help someone else.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Keep on.
Sorry. If you're wondering why we look so confused on our end, we're paused and not moving. Probably because the phone on our side is
running a little slow.
Well, it's not even running slow, it is frozen.
Okay.
But we're so glad to have you here tonight, and we are honored to be with amazing artists. Do you want me to continue the intro?
Yes, continue the intro.
Okay. This year was hard. Picking winners for this year was almost impossible compared to picking last year. Thank you, Tim Mooney. We have people in Messenger telling us we're looking good, so we're very happy, and we're so glad we have people telling us we look good.
Yeah.
This year was really hard. Not because it was like, oh no, but more because everybody upped their game. In 2020, it was all of us trying to figure out what this digital theater thing was and how it affected our lives. But then in 2021, we all figured out what it was and what we could do with it and how magical it could be. And we're just honored that we got to see how magical everyone is. And win or lose tonight, know that we think you're all winners. And I know that's weird coming from the people giving out the awards, but just know that we wanted to give out awards to everybody.
It was, when we say it was hard this year, there were several arguments, several last minute additions, several last minute change ups. When we say it was hard, it was extremely difficult for us. There were tears shed over certain people.
Yeah, so we definitely went in kicking and screaming and coming out with some answers.
Okay, I'm going to bring up the doc on the computer so
okay.
we can watch the live
so
stream.
We can watch the live stream and figure out that we're not frozen.
Okay. As we've told people before, one of the biggest things that happened right as we were about to go live is we had to have a tech switch up, which means that we're working on the tech we are now working on the tech we rehearsed on, and it wouldn't be a live theater event if something didn't go wrong. So in that spirit, we're going to move forward. I'm going to pull up our script in another computer, and we will be fine. Okay. What's going to happen is as we start going through our nominations, we're going to sorry, I have Tourette's, so my words get jumbled a bit. Okay, what's going to happen as we get to each award, we will say the names of the nominees who will turn on their camera and give us a little wave. And then when we say the name of the winners, they will turn their microphone on. Everyone else will turn their camera off. Yes, we're on EST.
Well, not everyone in the room. There's actually people from the West Coast.
And other in Africa and other places.
So we got a global audience.
Okay, and so the winner will give a short speech, and we will turn our cameras off too, so they can give the speech, and then we will move on from there. Okay, so the first award we have up is the Can You Hear Me Now award.
For the audio production of the year.
We're going to get right started with the nominees. The first nominee was Iron Heel by Edward Einhorn and the Untitled Theater Company. We have
Bite-Sized Broadway by Indie Works Theater.
And A Lesson in Swimming by Michael Shutt. If you want to put your cameras on now.
All right.
Let me see. I know Edward was in here.
Wait, I just saw another camera go on. Admit, he's in the waiting room.
Perfect.
Funny timing, Edward.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Okay, so we have the nominees are Iron Heel by Edward Einhorn and Untitled Theater Company, Bite-Sized Broadway by Indie Works Theater, and A Lesson in Swimming by Michael Shutt. And
the winner is?
A Lesson in Swimming by Michael Shutt.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to share this with my director and dramaturg and the visionary genius that is Diana Wyan, our composer, sound designer, and engineer, John Zalewski, Terry Silverman, Darren Anthony, everybody at Moving Arts, the California Center for, the California Arts and Disability Center, who gave me the grant to produce this, and to you too, for everything that you do to champion this community and this theater forum. Thank you so much for recognizing my wacky little play about my trip down a rabbit hole into the land of brain injury. This month, March, is Brain Injury Awareness Month, so please let my story remind people that not every disability is visible. But thank you so much.
So we learned something just now. We can't turn off our video. So we will go on mute. Congratulations, Michael. It was well earned.
Yeah.
Both you, well, all three nominees in the Can You Hear Me Now? If you can listen to their podcast, they all did an amazing job.
Yeah.
We had a pleasure of listening to all three of them, obviously.
Let's give them one last round of applause.
Round of applause. We're doing this tonight because I always love doing this. And two, we have somebody who is deaf in the audience, and we want to make sure that they know we're giving a round of applause.
So perfect. The next award is the Deep End Award for Hybrid Production of the Year.
Yes.
You want to take the first one?
Yes. And I love this. It's What They Want Me to Say the whole time?
Yep.
Yes. What the Fuck Just Happened by Mike Daisy at Frigid, New York.
The second nominee is Christina Wong, Sweatshop Overlord by Christina Wong at New York Theater Workshop.
On No Pants in Tucson by the anthropologist.
And we have Melissa Moschito representing the group. And the winners are
Christina Wong, Sweatshop Overlord by Christina Wong.
Oh my God. You guys, I literally finished the LA Marathon like 2 hours ago.
Oh, no.
And I've been stumbling around the house, and it's so worth it to be here. I took 8.5 hours. I'm sorry. I can't even feel my legs, you guys. Wow. Thank you. This is so crazy. Thank you. I love you too. Beyonce and Jay-Z of stuff. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. I have like blisters, and I did a marathon. I ran walked 26.2 miles. And I went off the deep end. So I did this, folks. I did not prepare anything. I was just trying to get back here. I literally had the phone in the shower. I should probably say something deep. I guess I thank the Anti-Sewing Squad, which is the inspiration of Sweatshop Overlord and New York Theater Workshop, for making it available digitally, and Che Yu for directing it. But I just did a marathon. I'm serious. I'm just crazy, right? I mean, like, not in a negative, like, Cheney way. Oh my God. Okay. No. Okay. Is that my time? I love you. I love you. Look, I'm just like, can't.
We love you
move.
too. You might as well stay
move.
on the line because we got something else.
I cannot move.
Because
Okay,
we knew you
I'll
were
stay
tired, we also thought you'd be here to accept
you want me to?
Yeah.
You're accepting for the BIPOC Hero Award for API Rise.
What? That's crazy! Oh
Yeah.
my God! I feel like I just won the marathon. Holy crap! Why? What did I do? All I did was.
No, but you're accepting on their behalf.
Who am I accepting for?
API Rise.
Oh yeah,
From Number to Name.
I did a project with formerly incarcerated folks. Everybody, I know I sound like, oh my God, is she a drug addict? No, I ran a marathon, and I literally was like, I have to log in. I'm sorry. I know. It's so nuts. Look at this. This is OnlyFans meets award acceptance. Oh, I'm so honored. The From Number to Name captured was with formerly incarcerated Asian Pacific Islanders, also folks who have been impacted. And so thank you for spotlighting and recognizing that production. It was like one of the first of its kind, and really love you too. Thank you so much for mental, like archiving and watching all this digital theater in this crazy time. Love you two so much.
We love you
If
too.
I sound incoherent, I did a marathon, like literally just now.
Let's give Christina
Love you.
one more
Love
round
you.
of applause.
Love you too.
Love you.
Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. I'm gonna lay out. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
The BIPOC Hero Award is the award for one organization that does something with our Black, Indigenous, and people of color. That's one we give. We choose ourselves. It's usually no other nominees. When we find an organization that has done a show, and from number to name did mainly with previous incarcerated Asians and Pacific Islanders.
So we thought that was an interesting and dynamic thing we hadn't thought about. We hadn't thought about that particular population as incarcerated, and that was our own like blind spot in our minds, and we thought that was important.
The next award up, moving on, is the Chewy Award for team behind a solo performance.
Yes, we are Star Wars nerds.
How'd you know?
Okay. The first one up is
On the Beauty of Loss by Jared Mazzacci at Vineyard Theater.
Planet of the Grapes by Peter Michael Marino McCole.
With Nicole Bian Casino accepting.
Ricky wrote it in his own handwriting.
Yes. We have Betsy Carmichael live at the Bingo Palace by Betsy Carmichael at Cincinnati Fringe.
And the winner is?
The winner is Planet of the Grapes.
Hey, thank you. That's awesome. I'm going to accept on behalf of me and Peter Michael Marino. It's very cool. We love you guys. I'm so excited that our little strange show received this award. It's really an honor. So thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you.
We're so glad you came here, and we knew Peter couldn't make it tonight. So
yeah, me too. It's really awesome.
Okay.
All right. What's up next?
Up next we have.
Let me see. I got to make sure we're on the homepage because I can't see unless I see 4 people at once.
Perfect.
All right.
Next up we have the Billy Bard for digital Shakespeare production of the year. We have Breakneck. Okay.
Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Technical things. It's me. Interpreter.
Lindsay.
No, but now it says interpreter.
Yeah.
And now I can know what I'm looking at because I'm smart. Or it doesn't say interpreter. Or I don't.
Right
there we go. I do not understand alphabetical order. Lindsay, interpreter Lindsay, if you want to unmute, you can, or you can stay muted. Just whatever you need to do for your job.
Okay. The next award is the Billy Bard Award for digital Shakespeare production of the year. First up is Breakneck Comedy of Errors by Timothy Mooney Repertory Company.
Next up is WTF Othello by.
We didn't get just say Women's Theater Festival.
Women's Theater Festival.
And Othello by American Shakespeare Festival.
I thought it was American Shakespeare Center.
American Shakespeare Center, sorry.
We're organized. We
swear we're organized. Okay.
And the winner is
Breakneck Comedy of Errors by Timothy Mooney Repertory Company.
Woo! Thank you. This is so awesome. I prepared, just in case I might win this award, I prepared one of the costume props from Breakneck Comedy of Errors. So I just will load that up for a moment here. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the support you've given my work and digital theater and all of us kind of making theater out in the wilderness out here. We love you so much, and we're so honored by this. Let me just give a couple quick thanks. one to Jenny Yasko of Sour Grapes Productions. They hosted the So Many Shakespeare's Festival. I'm competing with somebody there. Jenny Yasko, so Many Shakespeare's Festival. They created the Comedy of Errors Festival, and for which I created Breakneck Comedy of Errors, and that was great. I have an artist friend, David C. Jensen, who does all my artwork. You may have seen the image of the broken ship in the middle of the storm. He does great work. Hire him, please. Kathy Connery did my costumes, and April Peterson ran the cameras. So thanks to all those people. Thanks for you guys. I'm so very, very honored. Have a great night.
Thank you. Mwah. One last round of applause for Timothy Mooney.
Huzzah.
Aw, thank you guys.
Here we go.
There you go.
Okay. The next award we have is the Making It Up As I Go Along.
So does this mean I get to say the winner?
Yes. I like to jump on conversations when it's not my turn.
Sorry, I'm whispering to him because he won't let me say the winners.
Okay.
Hold on. Make sure I'm not. Make sure we got everybody. Make sure we're organized. I think we're organized.
Perfect.
We're a little chaos monster around here, but we do our best.
So I'll take the first one. The Making Up As I Go Along for Improv of the Year. The nominees are The Professionals, Mockumentaries on Demand, directed by Diana Brown. Aaron Souza is representing.
Binge Watch by Diana Brown and Dan Wilson.
Trudy Carmichael presents the improvised one-woman show, created and performed by Robin Rothman at Pittsburgh Fringe.
Oh, and I lost my place, and I'm terrible. Glamour Puss by Nanette Deasy, yeah, and Grace Sand Dorsey.
And Tilted Frame by Combined Art Forms.
And the winner is Miss Trudy Carmichael.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Ricky and Dana. I am very touched. I mean, I was honestly, I feel worthy of this award, but being on the receiving end of awards is a little bit of an unfamiliar feeling to me, because if you can imagine it, there are some people who still have yet to recognize my many talents, simply because they've never heard of me and therefore have no idea who I am. But I hope that, maybe this will be a little bit of a launch pad. And even if it is not, I just thank you so much for this fabulous honor. And thank you to the Pittsburgh Virtual Fringe Festival for providing a fabulous platform for all of us artists out there like myself to perform to beautiful babies across the globe, welcoming us into their living rooms digitally during what was it's been a very dark time. So it's been a really beautiful light. And I just want to say that I share this award with my fabulous accompanist, Frankie Keys Spitznagel, my beautiful, beautiful partner, Shane Tamor, aka Sean Taylor, who is my absolute rock. And shout out to my mama and her new husband and my beautiful little baby gray cat, Liza Meownelli. And this one is for all of you. There it is. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. Good night.
Last round of applause. Thank you. Okay. The next award is the All By Myself Award for Solo Show of the Year.
Can everybody hear us okay?
Yes.
Yep.
Perfect.
I always have to check in because there'll be the one time I don't. All right. The first up is The Prime of Miss Jen Joplin by Jennifer Joplin at Cincinnati Fringe.
Rose Gold by Donna Yarborough at Pittsburgh Fringe.
And Rewind-A-Buddy by J. Merrill Moats rhymes with boats, Dana, Moats. I'll be all right.
Flash
Slash Paper Soul at the Cincinnati Fringe.
And the award goes to Rewind-A Buddy by J. Merrill Moats and Paper Soul.
Wow. Wow. Thanks, guys, so much. I have nothing prepared. I was not expecting this. Wow. Thanks so much. Thanks to the Cincinnati Fringe and their amazing tech team, because we recorded it from my cell phone, like this live stream performance of a show I wrote 7 years ago, before all the lockdown and everything, and it just became more relevant to do it again as a live stream virtual performance. And then I was able to take that amazing live stream that they did for me and put it out later for Minnesota Fringe as a video on demand. And I've got it available on my website if people want to see it. And I love it. And I love you guys. I love theater and digital theater. And thank you guys so much. Thank you.
We love you too.
One last round of applause for Moats. Okay. The next one up is the Campfire Award for Storyteller of the Year.
Now, I don't think any of our nominees are here, but I know that they'll probably be watching on YouTube later, so we might as well announce it. So first up is Martin Dockery for Right Now Year 2.
Then we have David Lawson for Are You a Robot at Frigid, New York.
And then we have Mike Daisy for What the Fuck Just Happened at Frigid, New York.
And the winner is David Lawson for Are You a Robot at Frigid, New York.
As I said, nobody's here, but I know that David will probably be watching later and probably cry. Also, for those of you who do follow us on the Instagrams and Facebooks, I will be sharing all the winner images in probably 2 seconds after the show is over. So
let's give one round of applause to David, please.
No, probably you didn't miss it. Do you want me to get that over with? Do you need to get going?
Perfect.
Do you need the Fools This Moral Be soon, or are you good?
Oh no. I was just asking if you had already done it. I just wanted to make sure if I make sure
Nope.
I did it.
We're still good.
We're still good. You came in bright and early, so you're good to go.
You know, I thought it was at 8 Central Time or 8 Eastern Time, so sorry. But just go ahead. Keep going.
Perfect.
Okay. The next award is for the Weird and Worth It Award for Experimental Production of the Year.
First up is Light at the End of a World by No Theater Cincinnati.
Andrew Hungerford will be representing them. We have Jackson C. Frank Listening Party by Michael Aguirre at 59E59.
Recovery Cold Case.
Keep going.
Cold Case by Phoenix Tears Production.
With Mallory Vance.
With Mallory Vance representing.
And
I apologize for that. And the winner is Light at the End of a World by No Theater of Cincinnati.
Oh my gosh. Thank you both so much for all of this and all of the support that you give to all of our digital efforts. Light at the End of a World is a show that we devised collectively at No Theater. It is a choose your own path experience. Some of it was live streamed, some of it was pre-recorded, and it was put together by our whole team at No Theater. And I want to shout them out real quick. Our associate artistic director, Tamara Winters, our marketing and communications manager, Liz Carmen, our design and production associate, Kayla Williams, our sound and video designer, Doug Borntreger, working on this particular show, whereas our technical director, Henry Bateman, and our stage manager, Megan Winter, and also creating a portion of the show were Zach Robinson and Alex Rouse. The show is available for free to watch online. If you go to notheater.com, you can see a link to it on our front page in our stream team section. I would love for you to check it out. It involves a bunch of me in my attic talking about lighthouses. It's a show that we built sort of in the middle of that that first full pandemic year where we thought we were looking for something to help guide us safely to the other side. So I hope that can still work for people as we find ourselves continuing to navigate these treacherous waters. Hope our show can provide a light for you too. Thank you so much. Thank you.
One last round of applause for Andrew Hungerford and the No Theater, please.
Oh, my new favorite
sorry.
category.
Can I say something really quick? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did?
Hey, it looks like I need to jump back to the other theater show. So I'm so sorry. I hate to do this, but is that okay? Or how soon
Well, do
will-
you want us to read off the category real quick? Can you give us 1
Yeah.
minute?
Perfect.
Yeah, how soon? Just 1 minute?
Yep.
Yeah, because we can read it right now. Since
Okay, sounds great.
All right, we're going to skip around and go to Fools These Mortals Be for Comedic Performer of the Year.
The nominees were Malik Pancoli in Fully Committed by Becky Mode at George Street Playhouse.
Hubba Tulane in Zoom Christmas Carol by Zoom Shakespeare.
And Andrea Burns in Bad Dates by Teresa Rebeck at George Street Playhouse.
And the winner is Hubba Tulane in Zoom Christmas Carol by Zoom Shakespeare. That's why we didn't want you to leave.
Oh, and then I'm asking the interpreters who will voice for me. And I'm telling her that I can. Okay, just see Lindsay right now. So we'll jump over to Lindsay.
I'm so excited that I won. Thank you so much for for Zoom Shakespeare, for Rebecca Bernstein, who is the producer over Zoom Shakespeare. I'm so sorry I have to leave. I have another show that I am involved right now at the same time. I'm the director. And so I just came over here for a short bit. And so right now I have to go back to that and join them again for the Q&A. For the Q&A panel soon. So I have to go back there. So thank you so much for the award. I'm so grateful for all of this. And it's so wonderful to see you all again.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you.
If you need anything, email us.
And congratulations to all of the nominees and all the winners. You're all stars. Love you all so much. Bye.
Okay, we're going to go back down to where we were. The one thing we love to hear is when people have no time for their award show because they're working on other digital theater.
It's like digital theater is still happening. Who knew?
Okay, we're down to your favorite category.
Oh, my favorite category. Stop doing that.
Sorry.
We're in my new favorite category, what I've affectionately called the Nope Award for Solo Horror of the Year.
You would think that we wouldn't find more than one person doing solo horror in the year 2021.
But you'd be wrong.
It became a hot genre that we've reviewed more than once. So we wanted to give it its own reward because I hope it's a genre that keeps going.
Forever and ever.
So the first nominee up is Rose Gold by Donna K. Yarborough at Pittsburgh Fringe.
Brig by J. Merrill Motes at and Paper Soul.
One Easy Lie by Martin Dockery at Cincinnati Fringe.
And the winner is Brig by J. Merrill Motes and Paper Soul.
Okay, again. Wow, this is a different show than the other one that was nominated. I'm still not prepared. Shit. This one was something that I did completely on my own. It wasn't for a festival or anything. it was just, I was all shaggy, long beard, long hair from the lockdown. And I was like, I kind of look like a shipwrecked sailor. Maybe I should do something with this. Oh, but I have to shave all this off in a week to be at the Cincinnati Fringe to do Rewind-A-Buddy. So I need to do it like right now. So the script through the filming of this solo show took place in 10 days, writing, the filming, and then I released it on my website at Halloween. So it's been a completely independent thing, and I'm not prepared for this. Running out of time, I got to thank my editor, Derek Lee Miller, who did all the sound and everything, and TJ Turner Pictures did the amazing artwork for it from the poster, and it's a really cool little 35-minute spooky thing that I think you'd really like. That's it. Wow, thank you guys so much.
You're welcome. This is the show we had to break out our Uno deck for and break out the reverse card.
Because we are not taking that curse on us. No.
No spoilers, just have your Uno decks ready.
and do it, watch it with the lights on. I'm just telling you.
All right.
Okay, moving on to the next one. We have the Long Zoomie for long form Zoom play of the year. First
up is Continuum by Solasta Theater Lab and Performance Gallery at Cincinnati Fringe.
And then the next is Zoom Comedy of Errors by Brawling Bard at Pittsburgh Fringe.
Then we have Recovery Cold Case by Phoenix Tears Productions.
And then we have Recommended for You by Tori Parker, and that was for the Women's Theater Festival. And here we are.
And the winner is?
Continuum by Solasta Theater Lab and Performance Gallery. And Daniela Nanova told us that something came up, an emergency, and they won't be able to come tonight. So everyone give them a round of applause.
They will definitely see this later. And as I said, a second after we get out of here, you'll go on Instagram, Facebook, and see all the winner pictures. So
okay. We're just going to move to the next up. The next up is
Tech Coven for Tech Team of the Year.
This is a new category. We squashed our Magician Award and our Screen Manager of the Year award and moved it because we want to talk.
No, not Magician.
No.
Tech Witch.
Our Tech Witch of the Year. Sorry. Of course, they will have the right answer. I will have merely gibberish. We took the Tech Witch of the Year and the Screen Manager of the Year, put them together to talk about the greatest tech teams behind the show.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have for nominees, we have The Catastrophist by Lauren M. Gunderson at Marin Theater Company and Roundhouse Theater. It was presented by City Theater. I forgot to write that.
Theater, A Love Story by Kari Dodds Zeek. I want to make sure I said your last name right. At No Theater of Cincinnati.
And then we have WTF Fringe. And the winner is WTF Fringe.
Stop doing that.
And we thought we had a representative for WTF Fringe representing, and it doesn't seem like they're here right now. So we'll just, everyone give a round of applause for the WTF tech team. They were amazing. Ran a great Fringe the whole year. And the next one up is
You Ought to Be in Pictures for Film of the Year.
Okay, the nominees are Needs by Amanda Levicue and Tom Kilby at Pittsburgh Fringe.
Of Lungs and Leaves by Sue Abramson and Mita Gozal at Pittsburgh Fringe.
And Current by Pones at Cincinnati Fringe. And the winner is
Needs by Amanda Levesque and Tom Kilby.
Hi guys, thank you so much. My name is Levesque.
Oh, we messed up again.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I've had a lot of worse presentations than that. Don't worry. Well, guys, thank you so much. This is quite an honor. And next week, this coming weekend, me and Tom are going to be, we need to do Ask for Fringe live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're doing another thing live
Wow.
next weekend. Yeah.
That's great.
Thanks to Tom and his wife Joy and to the Ask for Fringe where we got our stars. And thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay, bye.
Are you crying?
No, someone's cutting onions. Sure.
We usually have a bet when Ricky will cry during the award show. I forgot to make it this year and thus have lost $10.
Oh, I'm so glad. Okay. I swear someone's just cutting onions. It's fine.
He might need a minute.
Okay. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good. Good.
All right.
Okay.
Reach out for Immersive Production of the Year.
The nominees are A Light at the End of a World at No Theater of Cincinnati.
Speakeasy on Demand by Kaleidoscope Entertainment.
And Recovery Cold Case by Phoenix Tears Productions.
And the winner is Speakeasy on Demand by Kaleidoscope Entertainment.
And we knew that the Holly Ann, the director, was traveling right now. She apparently wasn't able to get a proxy out. So give one big round of applause for Speakeasy on Demand, and we'll move on. The next one up is Extensions for Movement Artist of the Year.
First up is Tango in the Dark by Point Tango.
And we have Current by Pones at Cincinnati Fringe.
And Of Lungs and Leaves by Sue Abramson and Mita Gosal at Pittsburgh Fringe.
And the winner is Current by Pones.
Hey, thank you all. That's so sweet and kind of you. I wanted to thank you all for the nomination, Cincy Fringe for just being our partners in crime for years and giving us a place to make what we always want to make. Thanks to Ian, who's our videographer. He did all the filming, and just shout out to all the dancers. We got together. It was great to have something to do during the pandemic that was creative and safe outside. Yeah, and just takeaway maybe from Current is to just get out in nature and learn from it and see how resilient nature can be and how resilient we can be, and have this opportunity where things seem dark to now find those planted seeds and nurture them and let them grow. Thanks all. Have a good night.
It was beautiful. It was such a beautiful show. And there's this underwater dance scene. And that was the part that blew our minds. Mm-hmm. So we're so glad.
Both of these people aren't here, so we're just gonna announce the winners and move forward. The Magician for Press Rep of the Year.
We always honor two people, and our two press reps of the year this year are Emily Patton for Pittsburgh Fringe. And I know Emily wasn't able to join us. I know that Shayla's here, and Hannah Williams for WTF Fringe.
And this year we decided to award the Magician Award for both of them. So Emily Patton and Hannah are both winners.
And that's just a person who we've been in contact with constantly, who's usually our go-to between theaters and us. And
they're often magicians, giving us links at the last moment.
They're the ones usually making sure we don't get lost.
Okay, we're going to move right along to the Practical Game Changer for Practical Effects of the Year. We have Continuum by Solasta Theater Lab and Performance Gallery at Cincinnati Fringe.
We have Unintentional Significance by Sean P. Meddy at Cincinnati Fringe.
Planet of the Grapes by Peter Michael Marino.
And You Will Live Under the Sea by Queen City Flash at Cincinnati Fringe.
And the winner is Planet of the Grapes by Peter Michael Marino.
I'm accepting for Peter. Peter is shooting a movie right now in Buffalo, but he worked so hard on Planet of the Grapes, making it, remaking it again. So it's just so great that he got this award because he's just really kind of led the way with a lot of interesting new ways to use computers to make theater. So on behalf of Peter, thank you, Ricky and Dana, so much.
Of course.
Let's give them a big round of applause. Round of applause, because that's so very well deserved. Let's move right on to the next one. You want to read the category?
Are we running too fast? I was asking you.
No.
Okay. Just take a breath for me, though.
Yes, ma'am.
Digital game changer for digital effects of the year.
And we have Kaleidoscope Bone House by Cookie Tongue at Pittsburgh Fringe.
On the Beauty of Loss by Jared Mazzochi at Vineyard Theater.
And Theater A Love Story by No Theater of Cincinnati.
And the winner is On the Beauty of Loss by Jared Mazzochi.
Thank you both, Dana and Ricky. You are angels of the digital hemisphere. It's amazing watching you guys support everything that we're doing. Thank you all. I just a few people to thank at Vineyard Theater: Jesse Alec, an amazing dramaturg; Lee Kinney, an amazing composer; Tori Shookman, Andres Polk, Allison Holman, Sophia Cordiero, Adrian White, Sylvia Zhang, Emily Reeder. This was a piece about losing my dad 19 years ago, and how familial it was to be going through this time period right now. And so for everybody here tonight and all of these nominations throughout all of these amazing categories that the two of you have made, I want to celebrate making and creation in the face of a lot of hardship right now. A lot can be done when community are together, and you both are doing that. So thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Let's give them one round of applause. Thank you. It was such a wonderful show. It was so inspiring.
It's beautiful. Okay.
And next up, let me make sure I didn't skip. Nope, we're good.
Nope, we're good.
Okay, next up is On the Fringes for Fringe Festival of the Year.
Okay, first up is Pittsburgh Fringe.
And the next down after that is Toronto Fringe. And
after that is Cincinnati Fringe.
And the winner is Pittsburgh Fringe.
Do we have Pittsburgh Fringe? I see Pittsburgh Fringe.
Oh, it froze right at the...
You wouldn't want technology.
Did you say
work.
us?
Yes. Did you say here Pittsburgh Fringe?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for reviewing so many shows. We gave you so many shows to review, and you were so giving of your time and generous in reviewing all those shows and writing about them. And we really appreciate it. It was so, and having this award ceremony and helping us pick our awards. Thank you so much. And thank you for the whole Pittsburgh team and all the shows who came in presented with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Give them a big round of applause. They did so much to create a community across continents, across oceans.
Yeah.
And we were just awed by how everyone felt like a local.
And how organized it was.
And how organized.
Which is why Emily won the Magician Award.
Press contact.
Yeah, because it was very organized.
If you can, please make sure you see what they're doing this next month at the Fringe.
Okay. Worldwide Award. This is for a show that has reached
It's a collaborative work across.
Yeah, it's a collaborative work across either the nation or across different countries. And this year the nominees are
Now, Now, Now by Tom Cavanaugh at Pittsburgh Fringe.
Toshanisha by Bowl Theater Kenya and Osaderos.
And Period Piece by Susan Cinnamon.
And the winner is Toshanisha by Bowl Theater Kenya.
Oh my God. Thank you. Oh goodness. I didn't prepare a speech. I was hoping we would win, but oh my God. Thank you so much, Dana and Ricky. We took a shot on ourselves. We decided to learn about digital theater. You guys took a shot on us to teach us about it, to introduce us to Osatiros. And it was magical. Congratulations to us, the amazing Osatiros team, the Bowl Theater team, Rodolfo, Jana, Mariana, Leticia, Adriana, Aroji, Martina, Ray, Calvin, Idris, Cindy, Kiore, everyone. And thank you so much. Oh goodness, this is amazing. I am shaking. Thank you. We love you. Thank you so much.
We love you guys
Thank you.
too. Thank you for coming. We're so proud of you and how much you've accomplished. Like we taught a class and then everything you guys ran. We didn't have to teach you anything.
We wish
just
that
like you knew it.
We would love to claim credit, but what you and Osatros came up with was
we did very little.
Okay.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Give them one more great round of applause.
All right, next up.
It's Mind-Blowing Comedy for Comedy Writing of the Year.
All right, we got Zoom Comedy of Errors, I can talk, by Brawling Bard.
Rejection, Hearts, and Other Lovely Things by Punchline Loading.
The Fabulous King James Bible by New Generation Theatrical.
And the winner is Fabulous King James Bible by New Generation Theatrical. They have not, we didn't get an RSVP from them. I'm sure that they're very busy with Fringes going on. So let's give them one big round of applause. And next up is Mind-Blowing Drama for Dramatic Writing of the Year. For that, we have the nominees are America version 2.1, The Sad Demise and Eventual Extinction of the American Negro by Stacey Rose at Definition Theater.
Signs of Life, a musical with book by Peter Julian, lyrics by Len Shift, and music by Joel Durfner. I cannot read from this far away at Yiddish Initiative.
Yiddish Kate.
Yiddish Kate Initiative. I apologize, Peter.
We have Theater, A Love Story by Cara Dodd Speak at No Theater Cincinnati. And
Freedom Summer by Cynthia Grace Robinson at North Carolina Black Repertory Company.
And the winner is
Theater, A Love Story by Cara Dodd Speak.
Oh my God, that's so crazy. Thank you. This is amazing. Oh, yay. I have so many friends in the house, and that's so awesome. First of all, I just want to say, I wrote this play because I was going to leave theater altogether. So this was my farewell to theater. I was like, I'm done. I've had it. I'm done. Burn it all down. So, and of course, what happens when you burn it all down is that, you then talk to people and they're like, what are you working on? And then I'm like, I'm working on this thing. I want to burn it all down. And I shared it with Andrew Hungerford at No and Theater in Cincinnati. And it was like, I'm smitten. And I was like, what do we do? And I was like, I don't know. And then time passes, and then he said yes. So I think that what I'll say is that first yes is such an important thing to make work, especially when you're sticking your neck out and you don't know like if anybody's going to listen. Do you know what I mean? And so that first yes became a conversation.
And honestly, again, I honestly, they gave us some baller quotes we can put on our PRs. Everything else is gravy.
I know.
Great. I'm so great.
So,
it's all right. This happens. So I just wanted to say that, you know, Andrew's first yes, and the fact that everyone at No listened, everyone at Poems that came on board this production listened, and that we just, you know, and then it was just like, you know, not knowing what the answers were. And I think that that spirit of living in the unknown and trying to figure things out was relentless throughout the whole process. And so I just want a big shout out because it could have just been despair, and it wasn't. I also want to shout out for the baby goat that was part of this production. You know, baby goat, baby J, and then Women's Theater Festival also did a digital promenade version of Theater Love Story. So shortly after, so I want to thank them because they saw it at No, and then they got interested in the play. So and then Yale Theater published it this month. So it's in Yale's Theater magazine. So if you guys want to read it, it exists with beautiful photos from the No production. So I just want to say thanks, you know, to both of you for like being such champions and such advocates for theater and for digital theater and for just like indie theater, indie theater against all odds. So huge shout out to you, to everyone in the room making work, and to everyone out in the world who's making stuff. Thanks so much.
Give her one big round of applause because
that's another one where like how you wrote a play convincing people to admit how much they paid their actors, we'll never know, but you did it, and that is what blew our minds with that. We're like, they're saying actual numbers. So it was beautiful.
Okay,
thank you so much. Thank you.
One more big round of applause for Caradoc as we move on to our next next category.
Yes, our more than merely players for dramatic performer of the year. We did our comedic, we're now for dramatic.
We had Kamal Angelo Bolden in Rideshare by Reginald Edmonds at Writers Theater.
Jada Suzanne Dixon in Tribe Called Tubman by Idris Goodwin.
And Roberto Francisco in A Love Song by Osaderos and Hollywood Fringe.
And Nikila Boxley and Maria Gilmet. Did you check on that?
I think I checked on it. I might be horribly wrong.
You're probably horribly wrong. And Freedom Summer by Cynthia Grace Robinson.
There were two winners for this one. The first winner is Jada Suzanne Dixon in A Tribe Called Tubman by Idris Goodwin. She could not be here today, so we wanted to give them a big round of applause. And the second
winner is Roberto Francisco in A Love Song by Osaderos. Unfortunately, Roberto passed away. So Rodolfo from Osaderos will be accepting on his behalf.
Oh, first of all, thank you so much for all the work you do for digital theater. It's impressive what you've made and all the possibilities that you are bringing to theater. So, and also, Roberto Francisco was a very important actor in Brazil. He was in the resistance during the military dictatorship, and he was a gay activist, and he was a humble and wonderful man, and I'm sure wherever he is, he will be honored by this award. Thank you so much, Dana and Ricky. It's very, very special for us. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all the winners. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Someone's got to stop cutting these onions, y'all.
You're not gonna make it.
Oh my gosh.
That His performance was electric.
It's all we can say.
Yeah.
There's very few times a performance just stops your heart, and you're breathing and you're beating. Your heart is beating with them, and you're breathing the same oxygen as them, and they are miles away from you. In fact, when we saw this performance, he had already passed on, and we could still feel it.
So, yeah.
We're
If we can beg Rodolfo to one day re-release it so you all can see this amazing show.
And I'm fine. I'm fine.
They're not fine.
I'm fine.
They're not fine.
Okay, up next is Director of the Year.
First up is Bridget Leak. Wow. And You Will Live Under the Sea by Queen City Flash at Cincinnati Fringe.
The next one is, they said, Semalia. I'm going to butcher this name, even though they had just
say Sim. She
we
said
have
we
Sim.
can say Sim.
We are going to just say Sim Hodge Dalloway in Rideshare by Reginald Edmonds at Writers Theater.
She should smack us.
I should be smacked very mightily.
McCole. See, now I'm going to butcher her name. Beyond Cosino. See, we're terrible at names. In Planet of the Grapes by Peter Michael Marino.
And the Director of the Year is
Sim Hodge Dalloway in Rideshare.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I've just taken the news about Roberto. Never met him, but it sounds amazing. I just want to pay respects for him. Caridad, much love to you too. I want to thank my amazing husband, Reginald Edmonds, who wrote Rideshare, just for his vulnerability when writing that particular story, right at the start of the pandemic, and really sort of focusing our attention on the importance of mental wellness and health. It's an honor to direct Rideshare, and just to everybody, all the creatives who have still been able, sort of like Caridad, Caridad, we see you, who push through and still are able to produce work, pandemic, even before the pandemic, right? Being able to still push through and do the work. It's not always easy. But to have the acknowledgement from the both of you and from the wider artistic community is really, really appreciated. I really want to big up our DP, Tani Tang, and I also want to shout out Kamal, who performed the piece, and everybody else who worked on the project, and also Writers Theatre as well for all of their support. Thank you, everybody.
Let's give them a huge round of applause. It's very well deserved.
Another one that if I could figure out how to re-release that to the public, oh my goodness, that it was a favorite when I saw it, and it was just a Zoom play, and then seeing it again as this sort of film. The Washington Post, I think, called it the best film theater hybrid. I think something along that.
It was
Wall Street Journal.
It was the Wall Street Journal.
Wall Street Journal.
I got it wrong.
Journal, yeah. And we're actually doing another set of films for the people, we're calling it, and we're working with Oregon Shakespeare Festival. So please look out for that.
We will. You got our email.
One last round of applause for Sim, for Reggie and the babies.
Oh yeah, they just had babies. They're adorable. All right.
We're moving on to one of our favorite categories that we created.
We do Creative of the Year. This is just somebody who we've seen do work throughout the year. Unfortunately, this person's not here. They're going to probably see it on YouTube and then email us immediately.
This is the person whose work has encompassed the theme of the year.
Yeah.
Encompassed the struggle we've all been going through.
And this year's award goes to Idris Goodwin, who we saw several of his plays, and they just kind of spoke to a moment that was happening. And then are we on the last?
We're on the last one, and then we have to announce the next.
We are actually on the last award. Who knew? So show of the year. First up
is Unintentional Significance by Sean P. Meddy at Cincinnati Fringe.
Next up, What the Fuck Just Happened by Mike Daisy at Frigid, New York.
Oh, we skipped the musical category. We'll get that in a second.
Oh, did we skip the musical category?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, now we're doing show of the year?
Yeah.
The show of the year should be last. Well, we're going to do it anyway. Tribe Called Tubman by Idris Goodwin.
And The Catastrophist by Lauren M. Gunderson at Marin Theater Company and Roundhouse Theater. Now there's two.
Pause. We always do two winners. We do somebody who did something that we consider kind of funny and representative of the year, and somebody who does something serious and representative of the year. First, we'll start with Tribe Called Tubman by Idris.
Idris Goodwin.
Idris Goodwin is one of the winners. The other one, and I hope he's still in here, is Sean P. Meddy for Unintentional Significance. Sean, did you leave me?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was muted. Oh my God. Thank you. Hi everyone. Oh crap, I'm losing time. I've never won an award before for anything that I've done. So this is thank you, Ricky and Dana and the Academy. Thank you, Artswave. They helped give me money to be an artist a little bit, and I used all of that to put into the show. The No Theater and the Cincinnati Fringe Festival, and my parents, they are going to freak the F out about this. I wanted to create, after the 2020 Fringe Festival, I realized after that I didn't utilize the online nature of a Fringe as well as I could. So I wanted to make a puppet show that could utilize everything. And that's why I set puppets on fire and put puppets in water and everything that you could not do in a traditional stage setting. And I didn't think anyone was going to watch it, and people did. And thank you so much. Oh my God.
You punched COVID in the face, dude.
I'm gonna go away now, but then I'll be back later, but not interrupting anything. Thank you, everyone.
Idris, we saw you. You might as well give your speech.
Yeah, no, so sorry guys. I was late, and so I didn't want to jump into Zoom because I didn't know what was going to happen, because sometimes when you come into Zoom that late, the Zoom can't catch up. So I was in the chat, just putting lots of exclamation points and everything in there. But I was just telling my family, I'm like, yeah, I'm watching this great award show, and there's people from all over the world, and Jada just won. And like, I just text Jada, was like, you won. She's like, no way, I'm in tech right now. She's like, you win. I was like, who cares? You won, you're the best, So just shout out to both of you for doing this. It's really special, and just to see everybody who's in here, and you guys are doing something really important for people right now. It's really great to be not just acknowledged and recognized for this work that we're really kind of doing, digitally and virtually. You don't know who's watching, you don't know who it's affecting, and so this opportunity to just not only be recognized, but more importantly, to just gather with peers and other believers is so profound. And it just takes people, it's a reminder that it just takes people like y'all to say, we think this is important, and we're going to do this. We're going to build this thing, and we're going to throw down and commit to this. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. I'm so grateful. And obviously I can't wait to get my trophies in the mail, and get a nice chain, and put both around. Thanks y'all. Thanks again. And shout out everybody else. And as Karidad said too, it's great to see some friends and familiar faces in the mix too. So peace.
Give one last round of applause for
as we said, creative of the year and one of our shows of the year, because as we said, one show, Sean's show was funny and irreverent and worked with puppets, and Skull Bunny will always be my favorite puppet of all time. But
he's Benny the Bunny.
No, he's He's Skull Bunny, and he will always be Skull Bunny. But Idris's show talked about the Black experience by going in the past and then bringing it to the now. And that was such an important thing to talk about too. And we've seen a lot of your work, and people don't know, we be watching y'all when we don't see the shows, even when we're not invited, which hint, hint, invite us. But we've been seeing what you did this year, Idris, and we're very proud, and you've earned Creative of the Year.
Okay. We got to move on to I turned the page and I skipped.
Huh?
I turned a page and I skipped a whole category.
Yeah, you did.
Me. So we're going to move on to Grace Notes for Musical Production of the Year.
How did you miss that?
It's right on the page. I moved.
We're a genius. Combine.
Okay.
I said combine. Okay. All right. Your Grace Notes for Musical Production of the Year.
We have Dog Entertainment by Tilly Dwyer at the Theater.
Ease of a Murder by Gwendolyn Fitz at Pittsburgh Fringe.
Fuck Seventh Grade by Jill Sobel at City Theater Company.
Close but not too close by Project Y Theater.
And the winner is...
Fuck Seventh Grade by Jill Sobel at City Theater Company.
Jill Sobel and the whole gang at City Theater, they've been very busy, so they weren't able to make it. So let's give them a huge round of applause. That is the last category that we have to announce. So give everyone
another, you can turn on your cameras, everybody, round of applause and congratulations.
And
once again, we're so proud of you. No matter, like we said it earlier, but this was the hardest year we've ever, this is year 2, but this was way harder than last year where we were sitting there and we went toe to toe with each other about who should be winning. And we unfortunately couldn't give awards to everybody, even though we wanted to.
And before we close up the live stream, we have 2 awards that we have to give, but you have to vote for them.
This goes everyone out in YouTube land and everybody here. We have 2 awards that we created. The first one is called the Show Up Award, and it's for an artist that shows up for other artists.
Who's a mentor and a guide, and who showed up and showed out when other artists have been in need. The nominations open tonight. If you have someone to nominate in live stream land and the room, email us at rndyounghowze@gmail.com.
The voting for that will start April 2nd.
Yeah.
And winners will be announced April 15th. And you can pick anybody you want. Just somebody who did something either for you or they look out for other artists. The second award is the Despot of Decency
Award,
which is a complicated way of saying somebody an artist or an arts organization that works with charities.
And has either he's either founded a charity or has worked for a charitable cause.
Yeah, and we want to be able to support them and give them a shout out too.
Again, the nominations open tonight. You can go to rndyounghowze@gmail.com. They'll end at April 1st. Voting starts on April 2nd, and the winners will be announced on April 15th. This is a Young-Howze Theater Award that you nominate and vote for.
So we get no choice in this. Thank you so much, everyone in YouTube land, for watching. For everybody in the Zoom room, if you want to hang out for a bit, get to know each other and ask us anything you want to, please hang around.
Everyone give one last wave goodbye to YouTube land before we
figure out how to turn it off.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone.